Hi guys, it's Leah. Welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we are doing my August bullet journal setup. Super excited for this setup. I feel like I say that every time, but this theme is one of my favorites of the year, and I really hope you guys enjoy it. If you do, make sure to smash that thumbs up button, and of course subscribe down below as well on turning on those notifications. And let's get planning. Also, if you want to see more spreads by me, go check out my Instagram at Bujo by Leah. Alright, let's get planning this August theme. So as you might be able to tell from my very quick sketch of everything, my theme for this month is kind of an Up theme. And if you don't know what Up is, it is a movie. And in that movie, an old man decides that he wants to get away from the construction around his house, and so he makes his house float using balloons. So that's the inspiration for this theme. The first place I saw this theme was on Instagram under the username FannySCRD_BJ. She has some super cute themes. I'll leave that username in the description. Go check her out, guys. She's awesome. Anyway, back to the drawing. The pens I am using for the balloons are Tombow Jewel brush pens in the pastel set, as well as a orange zebra mild liner. I also use my Sakura Pigma Microns and a gray mild liner for some of the rest of this setup. This is probably one of my more simpler themes to draw. All you really need to do is be able to draw balloon shapes. They're not very complicated, and they end up looking really cute even if you kind of mess up. So this is one of those themes that I would say any beginner could do. Even the house, it looks complicated. It really isn't. Drawing the house is just a little part. I tried to replicate the actual Up house. Just look up a picture, and you can see what it looks like. So I colored that in, also the colors that it said on, well, that looked like on the Google. So one other thing I did for this theme that's kind of important is adding these white accents on the balloons so that they look like they have more dimension and kind of have more shadowing on them. I don't know what it exactly is called, but it just makes it look a lot nicer and more put together. For the font, for this cover page, I chose to do a bold, uppercase, lowercase style font. I use this throughout the theme too, but I will say I chose a lot of different fonts for this month, and what I think kind of brought them all together was always adding this light gray drop shadow to them, which gave them more dimension and made it look a lot cuter in my opinion. After giving some final touches to the cover page with the clouds and the ground, I moved on to this quote page. The quote is "Adventure is out there," which is an Up quote from the movie. It's a very common quote. I feel like a lot of people say it. And I chose for this page to do two different themes of fonts. And one is a bold, colorful font outlined in the black fine liner, and one is a cursive font, as you can see. And I really do like how these fonts played with the were the kind of different. I didn't use any more cursive throughout this entire theme, but I liked how it went with the banner, which also is something I want to talk about. I didn't really know what I wanted to do for the quote page, but knew that I liked the banner look, so I decided that something was going to be pulling the banner out of the sky. And I also added all the gray back drop shadows to the letters, which really made it come together nicely because these fonts are completely different. I also ended up doing this kind of wavy design. I don't know what to call it on the quote page, but ended up really liking it, and that was the finished quote page. So that is what you do with your 2020 at a glance spread, is go back and see at a glance when the month started. So this is my calendar for August, and I'm going back to the vertical layout. I really liked how that worked for me in some months, but last month it didn't work out so well. So to have that layout, so I had a different layout. But this is just a pretty simple layout, and I ended up kind of going a different direction with this calendar and including clouds because of the sky, and then having some balloons at the bottom. I feel like I don't normally do themes that have, with the calendar spread, have like designs in the middle of them, so I wanted to try something new, and I really actually loved how it turned out. But I also, of course, had to add the up balloons in the bottom, so that is what you have here. And I didn't want to do the clouds black, like outlined in black, because I knew I would be writing on the spread a lot, and just decided to do it in my gray zebra mildliner. For the font on the top, I again did the larger lowercase uppercase font style, again with the gray drop shadow to add more fun to the font, and that was pretty much this calendar. Okay, on to the mood and habit tracker spread. Not gonna lie, this month in July I haven't been doing anything with my habit and mood tracker, which is kind of a bummer. So I wanted to get back to a style that I knew worked a lot better for me than what I did last month, so I decided to go back to my habit tracker on the side and my mood tracker on the other side. And again, I really like how these turn out, except for they're very blank at the beginning and cute at the end. So for the mood tracker, I decided to do 31 balloons that I will color in throughout the month, according to what I am feeling, and I have all my theme colors as the colors that I'm going to use to color them in, so it'll all look cohesive and tie in with the rest of the theme. The habit tracker is the same box with the numbers 1 through 31 going down, and I will just do a dot every time I do that habit, which goes down on the page. I just finished off this spread by erasing all of the pencil lines, doing the mood and habit tracker headers, and then adding the little house at the bottom the balloons are tied to. And of course, adding the colors of the mood correlations. Flipping over to the last spread for this setup, my weekly spread. Lately, I've been really liking having the events bar on top and then the tasks and some other categories on the bottom. It really makes my life a little bit easier, and I can plan everything on the top of where I need to go and all the things I need to do on the bottom. And I just really like how it looks too. It always looks cute, and then I can, of course, have a lot of space for things I need to do, and then have the separate space for what I have to go to or other things in the week, which is important to me. So on the top, you can see I do this events bar. Each of those small sections are 4 squares across, and then there's 2 squares that have the events header, basically. I also added the tasks header in my other font kind of the month, which is the colors with the black outline, which always looks very fun and very tied into the pastel theme. So I really like how that turned out. And then I ended up just outlining the events bar in oh yeah, of course I had to do the drop shadow for all the letters on there. And on top, I highlighted the Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday headers. And then, of course, as you can see, what I'm doing right here is outlining the events bar in gray. The last thing I really did to the spread was draw in all the boxes, and then also this circle. I messed up there, so I had to use my white gel pen, but it didn't really end up working. And I have my tasks, but then I also have the most important tasks on the side so that I can prioritize better and get done what needs to get done. Underneath that, I just have a little square for gratitude, and then drew some balloons to finish it off. And then, of course, to really finish off the spread, I had to outline the tasks box, the most important box, and the gratitude box in pastel colors to go along with the theme. Overall, I love how this spread turned out, and yeah, if you want to see any other half-page spreads kind of like this, I did make a video on that. I'll link it in the cards, but you should totally go check it out. Here is the finished setup for my August 2020 bullet journal theme. I love this up theme. I'm so excited to color in that mood tracker, and just super excited to use all these spreads. Again, give this video a like and subscribe. It would mean a lot to me. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Bye!